And welcome back to the channel. It is Ben Nosey's here, and it is Friday. So normally that would mean it's our usual big My Faction weekly update. But unfortunately, I am out in London tonight. I am at Eve Wrestling for the Elite Encounters event. I'll put the card up on the screen, but it's just an awesome, awesome card. Got a bunch of wrestlers coming over from AEW, fighting some of the best British stars. It's going to be a really, really good show. You've got your William Nightingale, got Chris Statlander, Nyla Rose, bunch of UK talent. It's going to be an awesome, awesome show. So I'm going to be there tonight, having a few drinks. I cannot, unfortunately, do the usual My Faction update. Now, knowing me, today is probably the day we're going to get World Tour update, isn't it? The day that I can't do a video, the 2K going to release World Tour just to spite me, aren't they? So maybe we're going to get World Tour today. If we did get World Tour today, it's down to me, okay? Because I'm not there, you've got World Tour. But if we do get a World Tour update, I will do a video on it on Saturday. But yeah, what I want to do instead, as I can't do the My Faction update, is give you a little channel update as what's the plans for the next few months until the release of 2K26. So obviously, I think as most people have kind of noticed, My Faction is slowly getting less and less content, unfortunately. I used to, 2 or 3 videos a week talking about the news of My Faction. Unfortunately, now we can barely get one video out a week. So the plan is to do a few different content on the channel. Obviously, still do My Faction stuff, but do a few live streams, do a few retro reviews. I would basically give you a rough idea of the rough schedule for the channel. As I said, 2K26 is going to be soon. It's going to be end of March? It's probably going to come out. I imagine January Royal Rumble, and we'll first get the big announcement of the game coming out. So yeah, we're in November now. It's only 2 and a bit months away, so it's not too far. And then March is only four and a bit months away. The game is going to be close. And I said, yearly sports games, whether it's wrestling, whether it's football, whether it's hockey, whatever it is, once you start to get towards the end of the game cycle, the content just gets less and less. And that's My Faction. We're slowly kind of getting to the end. Possibly, World Tour could be kind of the last one we get. The last DLC comes out next week for 2K. So once that last DLC comes out next week, if we do get World Tour, that's probably going to be the end of the game, really. We'll get a few more cards in My Faction, but that's, it's going to be slowly less and less stuff. So the plan is going forward, we're going to have a rough schedule on the channel, which we're going to try to stick to every week, doing the same kind of videos on the same days. So the idea is first off Mondays. So I'm kind of roughly calling Mod Mondays. We're going to look at awesome mods for PC games on the channel. So obviously we're going to look at 2K25 stuff. You've got new match types, new arenas, new superstars, new weapons. There's so much awesome stuff that people have made for 2K25 that makes the game crazy on PC. I've been really enjoying playing the PC stuff. I want to show you some of that awesome stuff. And we'll also show you some other stuff from some other wrestling games. Like Fight Forever's got quite a big community now making stuff. You've got older wrestling games like SmackDown 2's got some stuff. No Mercy's got some mods for them. There's a bunch of crazy stuff out there. So yeah, Mondays, we're going to focus on some crazy mods for the PC. The Tuesday, we usually do My Faction news on Tuesday. So we're not going to do My Faction news anymore on Tuesday, but we are going to do general news on Tuesday. So it could be any kind of wrestling video game news that is out and about. Any rumours for 2K26, any other wrestling games that are out there. So you've got wrestling code stuff. There's quite a few wrestling games that have been kind of announced and gone quiet. It's basically Tuesday's going to be kind of any wrestling video game news. So it could even be My Faction stuff, and there's some good stuff. World Tour stuff, DLC, rumours for 2K26. But yeah, Tuesday, just random wrestling video game news. And on Wednesday, we're going to be live streaming every week, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. UK time. And on that, we're going to be doing the usual My Faction challenges, maybe some My Faction grinding. And if there are no challenges to do, we may do a random retro game. Maybe play for one of the older SmackDown games, do the story mode for that. But yeah, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every week on a Wednesday, we'll be live streaming. And then Thursday, we're going to do some random videos on Thursday, which are basically going to do some pre-recorded videos of stuff that I would like to see in 2K26. The stuff like wrestlers I'd like to see get added, legends I'd like to see, showcase mode options, cover stars, basically loads of random kind of predictions of stuff that I would like to see in 2K26, improvements they could do to match types, all that kind of stuff. We may also do some reviews of some retro games as well. So if you've got any recommendations of retro games to play, I'll get some reviews out. So we've got SmackDown 2 up there. I've got a bunch of the older PS2 games we could do. I want to try and get a few reviews out on the channel so that I'm ready to do a big review for 2K26 when it finally does get released. And on Fridays are going to basically stay as they are now. Be the usual My Faction big weekly update. And obviously Friday will cover all the My Faction stuff for the week. New challenges, new cards, new packs. Basically as it is now, really. And if there are new packs, we'll look at the cards, look at the challenges, give you any news heads up of 2K26 as well. But yeah, Friday's going to be specifically just My Faction stuff. And then at the weekend, I'm going to do one extra live stream at the weekend. It could be Saturday or Sunday. It just depends what I'm doing. But it'll be the same time as Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're doing some more My Faction stuff normally, doing some challenges, Faction War stuff, weekly towers. And if there is no content to do, so again, we may even do universe mode or something, or play through some retro games. But yeah, we'll do one extra stream on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. It'll just depend what I'm doing, essentially. And then if there are new packs on a Friday, we'll do a big pack opening on a Sunday. Hopefully we'll open a 20 box if I can get enough MFP for them. If not, we'll at least open a 10 box. But yeah, every week when there is a new pack, we will do a big pack opening on the weekend as well. But yeah, I want to give you a quick update there on the channel, just so people know what the plans are until 2K26. I said it isn't too far away, 2K26. I know next year, it's next year, but it's only really 3 or 4 months away until we start really getting closer to 2K26. And it's going to be, hopefully, My Faction's awesome. Hopefully the island's good for it as well. If the island is good, we may kind of rotate and do My Faction island stuff. And obviously with new career mode, we can do live streams of that. We can do live streams of the showcase mode. But yeah, until that does get released, this is the rough plan for the channel. As I said, Mondays mods, Tuesday news roundup, Wednesday live stream, Thursday kind of my predictions, what I'd like to see, Friday the usual news updates, and then the weekend a pack opening plus a live stream as well. So I hope you all do enjoy that content on the channel. I just wanted to give people a rough idea what you're going to see over the next few months. And hopefully 2K26 when it gets announced is awesome. And hopefully we get a World Tour update today. If not, I do think World Tour might get next week, the DLC. We'll see. But yeah, if you haven't made it this far into the video, as always, please hit that like button, smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with the content. And I hope to always see you in some videos soon. Have a good one, guys. Peace.